Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but we're back. We're making videos. School got in the way, but we're gonna try to post regularly again. Keyword is try. So today we're gonna review the new Power Rangers trailer and tell you our thoughts on it. And he's gonna get his first impression of Power Rangers because he has no clue what it is. I think you guys know who this is. Joe, Loopy. Joe's been in videos before. Loopy hasn't.
I have not.
But now they both will be. So. Oh,
I was in the one we lost.
You just twitched.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we lost a video.
We
also on Power Rangers.
We did a Power Rangers video on the first trailer and theories about the movie, and then we lost it.
I was lost anyway.
Yeah, you were lost in there. So that's why we're doing this one. So, I hope you enjoy. More to come.
Some background. You're a lifetime Power Rangers fan.
I am.
I'm a lifetime Power Rangers fan.
He's not.
He knows nothing about Power Rangers.
Yeah, I am.
Nothing whatsoever.
So, alright, so let's do this.
I'm prepared and ready.
Alright, so we're gonna watch the trailer, we're gonna do a live reaction, and then we're gonna talk more in depth about it.
Wait.
Whoa. You want to put captions on?
Nah. Alright, ready?
This
You got
is
it.
your time.
No.
We're all screw-ups.
Same place at the same
Why are
time.
they
We really
screw-ups?
found those coins.
Because they're just the misfits.
That's not how it is.
I mean, kind of actually. That's what it was supposed to be. Addressing and making fun of the race issue.
We're strong.
He's strong.
That's interesting.
Now, I don't remember if they all had augmented powers.
They didn't.
Is here.
That's much better.
That's cool.
It looks like one of those toys.
We're Power Rangers?
Did we put the thing in the feet?
I was kind of expecting a little more.
I don't like that voice.
I have issues with the voice.
Are they using...
Kinda.
Isn't that a Kanye song that's like 10 years old?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an interesting choice.
I like that they're getting into the backstory.
Are those
Yeah.
rocks?
Yeah.
They're fighting rocks?
Mhm.
I can fight rocks. What was that?
He was doing a sweet kick move.
On a train?
I appreciate that the costumes look different.
Yeah, I like the costume. I like that they're not fighting guys in gray morph suits anymore. They're fighting like
Actual
monsters.
And you know who that is.
I don't.
I like the way the Zords look. It looks like Transformers.
Is
They
this
do.
a Michael Bay movie? He said
No.
go twice.
Okay, I like it.
So give our first impressions of what
Okay.
you guys thought of the trailer.
Glasses are coming off.
My glasses are staying
Alright.
on. I'm blind.
Alright, so first impression. I liked it.
Mm.
I think it's good. I think it keeps in like true to the original, but makes like changes that are needed.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, okay, initially I noticed, I literally watched the trailer and I was like, I need to remember that. I forgot it.
Completely
It was,
forgot.
I liked... Anyway, Loopy, what was your first
I thought
impression?
it looked like a stupid, cheesy action movie. And
Just
that's it.
terrible?
And there's
Not good.
someone who's not a Power Rangers
Oh, I
fan.
want to say not good.
Not good.
Not good at all.
Not good.
What would you give, what would you expect that to get out of like 5 stars?
Out of 5, it's like a 2.5.
2.5.
That's not that bad.
What do
5
you
out of
think?
10, I'd say.
I would expect, out of like,
4 or 5 out of 10.
like a 4.
Okay, I think based off the trailer, I'm going in hoping for like a 4, but also
Out of
kind
what?
of a 4 out of 5, but
Out of
also
5? Ooh.
kind of expecting like a 2. Like I'm hoping for
Yeah.
the best, but expecting the worst.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, because it looks really promising. So, like, a few of the topics I want to get into is I want to get into the more serious tone of it. Because Power Rangers was a kid's show, but it was a cool concept to grow up with. So, like, this main one is something that the first season's a little before our time, but we grew up with it.
Yeah.
So it's cool that the original series kind of grew up with us in this new movie that's a more adult tone because we're adults now. Like, we still love Power Rangers, but
Yeah.
the original show was just too childish.
Like our time, I remember the one I watched all the time was Wild Force.
Yeah.
So that was like a few seasons in.
A
but,
few
like,
seasons in.
Still like original.
But I
like,
used to watch Mighty Morphin on Saturday mornings all the time. Yeah.
It just still followed that same original like setup.
It was
like
still
the 5 Rangers,
yeah.
and then a 5th Ranger comes out of nowhere and all that stuff.
The 5 Rangers and then a 5th Ranger comes in.
I mean a 6th.
A 6th. And then 6th. I think it's definitely darker too, which I appreciate.
I like it. I like that it's dark.
I don't
I
like
like
it.
it
It's
too.
darker.
You don't even know the original.
Yeah, but like I feel like they kept some things
They did.
as
I
not
didn't-
as dark, and it just didn't fit.
Like
makes
I didn't,
sense.
first of all, I didn't like the misfit concept because that was they were like they used to get beat up by like the bullies, but they were tougher than them, and like
They were tougher than them, but in the original concept of the show, like in the first unaired pilot, which is online by the way, there's a first half-hour unaired pilot. They're more so misfits in that, and it's not just the two, like, I forget what their names is, but it's not just the two, like, stupid bullies, it's actually a gang that, like, messes with them. So, I appreciate that it's more so that they're misfits, and it makes more sense for them to be, like, the underdogs and be the heroes.
Yeah. Also, I didn't like the augmented power thing. I didn't like that they're regular kids breaking a sink.
Yeah, he broke that sink.
I
real
mean,
easy.
What was that?
The augmented power, though, is a concept that they take from the later seasons.
I don't like that. Because it was always like they're regular kids who just knew martial arts.
Yeah.
Like they just practiced martial arts. They weren't like crazy. And
yeah,
then
but also
the
they're fighting
suit,
monsters.
the suit gave them more power. It was only in the suit that they got strong.
That's true.
Okay.
So why would they have power outside the suit all of a sudden? Because that, to me, that takes away from the suit.
It takes away from the suit, but the suit also adds, like, extra protection, and the suit adds the weapons. They
But then
can't
it's
use
just
the
a
weapons
suit.
without
and the
the
suit
suit.
looks better.
Then it's just a suit.
Yeah, but
Like
supposed to
if
look
you
better.
play all the games,
you get the extra
like
power
remember
when
we
you
played
morph.
the arcade
Yeah.
game. All you could do is just like
Punch.
until
and then-
you got in the suit, and then you had powers.
But I think they're trying to make it a little more believable for an action movie, for like
Yeah,
a
I
legit
guess.
action movie. You know,
I didn't like that.
I
I'm
think
not gonna lie.
I think it's definitely interesting. I think also it's interesting that one thing I really appreciate is that if you watch Mighty Morphin, if you watch the first episode, the pilot episode, they automatically know how to use their powers. They just know how to morph. They know how to summon the swords.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But it looked like in the trailer that they're learning.
They have to learn, yeah,
You
that's
know,
cool.
they show the training. They show them morphing for the first time and being scared and confused, whereas in the original they were just like morphing.
And I like to talk about the background. Like they were like the Power Rangers are like a strong
Yeah.
whatever. You have to be that team.
Yeah,
Like,
I think they're gonna go
I like
into the
that it's like a
background of
prophecy.
it because they talk about it minorly in Mighty Morphin, but not
Yeah.
till later on in the season. So I hope they go into the fact that
it's like a
Zordon,
prophetic thing.
yeah, that Zordon is actually the Red Ranger. I think they're gonna,
didn't know that.
yeah, he's the original Red Ranger,
I think I know this.
Spoilers.
and I think well, this is from the show from like what
No.
the 80s.
What if someone didn't watch it yet?
Like you. I think it's also interesting that people think that Rita Repulsa is going to be the Green Ranger, and I really think she's going to be.
Yeah,
Because
that's fact.
if Zordon is the original Red Ranger, it makes sense that Rita Repulsa would be the original Green Ranger because she creates Tommy. She makes him an evil Green Ranger. So it would make sense for her to have that power if she was the Green Ranger already.
I'm not following.
There's a guy. He's a Green Ranger.
Yeah.
His name was Jason David Frank,
Yeah.
and then his name was Tommy in
Is
the
that
show.
actor?
His name,
Yes.
yeah, his name is Tommy in the show,
He-
and he's their evil ranger. Like the main,
Like an evil ranger just starts attacking them.
the main bad guy creates her own ranger to fight the Rangers, but then he becomes good eventually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and, like he joins the team, then he becomes a White Ranger.
yeah, and,
And
then,
then
a
a
Red
Black
Ranger,
Ranger,
red
and-
first,
Why's he changing colors?
Red and then black.
red and then red.
I think I don't remember.
I don't
Point is,
remember. Anyway, he's a lot.
Yeah.
But he's the evil ranger. But people think that instead of him being the green evil ranger, that she's gonna be. But
just like do it herself.
but I think that she's still gonna make Tommy. I just think she's the original Green Ranger.
Yeah,
and
that
that
makes
she's
sense.
gonna give the
Because
power
she's in
down.
like the torn battle.
She's in the torn battle suit, and if you look at her staff, the power coin that turns them into the Power Rangers that they
Power
find.
coin?
Yeah, that's what they
Power
call
coin.
it. It's a power coin. The thing they picked up in
Power
the glacier
coin.
that they found. So her staff has one. Like it showed it. It's definitely a power coin.
Yeah, we know that's
Yeah.
old news.
I'm excited too that they give them a costume change. She's wearing two different costumes.
That's cool.
Because in the original show,
She's wearing that one.
she was wearing that one raggedy outfit the
for
whole
thing. And I like the new suits. While we're on the topic.
While we're on
of
the topic of suits, I love the new suits. They're a little Iron Man-y, but I think
but they're their own thing.
I think it's more realistic because in the show they're fighting in like cloth suits. Like
Yeah.
that's not realistic.
And they're not too Iron Man because the way they were moving, they weren't like heavy.
They weren't heavy. It was very
They're just
fluid.
like a light.
So,
armor.
what do
I
you
like
think
it.
about the fact that instead of like them just suddenly being in the suits, it saw it like materialize on them?
Yes,
Yes. What'd you think of that?
Sure.
I like it
Do you like
because
that?
it used
I
to
say
just
sure.
be like it's morphin time, and then the light would happen, and then they're in a suit.
Isn't
Yeah.
it because of like the limitations of?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I like. But I'm saying it's a good change.
I like that they
it's
updated that.
coming on.
I like.
I feel like a lot of changes are because of that though.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
they had
But a
so
lot of
many
people-
limitations.
a lot of people are like,
I'm assuming.
"Oh, it should be like the old one," but it's like that's not how they.
It should be updated.
That's
though.
not how they wanted it.
Yeah,
They
They
made
never
it that
wanted
way
it
because
like
that's all they had.
that's all they had. I like also that they changed Zordon, that he's not in a giant test tube, that he can move. Like, the pixels on the wall, I think it's really cool because
And he looks like a pin thing.
He looks like
gives
the pin toy.
that you put your hand there. It gives him more motion though. It gives him more to work with instead of just being a giant like hologram face on a tube.
And it's Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, and
I love
just
Bryan
amazing.
No, I kind of think hologram tube face would have been better.
No,
I disagree.
I disagree.
But I do miss Robot Boy.
Oh,
Robot Boy's old voice.
what happened to
What's his
Alpha
name?
5?
Alpha 5.
What happened to him? He looks like a frog, first of all. He looks like an actual frog.
And why doesn't he have like that voice
Yeah,
anymore?
like,
I missed that. That was good.
He,
That was good.
he talks to human,
Skeletor.
like, because Alpha 5... Alpha 5 was like the comedic relief of the show.
He was Skeletor.
Oh god. He was like the comedic relief of the
Yeah,
show. Like he
and
had a
now-
teddy bear, he'd say like aye 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 and
You know
all
what it
that.
is? I think they're trying to make more comedic relief in general, from what I can tell. And I think
so.
it's taking away his role, so he's just kind of like a guy now.
He's just there.
Yeah.
He's less important because his role is fulfilled in general.
He's kinda like their just babysitter, I guess. Like
There's a little
Zord-
robot.
Zordon's errand boy. Yeah, the little robot.
Little robot boy.